Everything you go through grows you. Hey there, how's it going, you guys? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So what are we looking at today with these crazy cryptocurrency markets? The volatility has not left the market. A lot of people thought that, hey, maybe we were going to be sliding downwards. Maybe we were going to consolidate sideways. Prices all over the place, back over that $12,000 line. I think I seen that we were up like 15% today already alone after the like 20-something% correction yesterday. Crazy days to be in Bitcoin. I'm excited to be here. I'm glad to be part of the revolution. And if you're making some money today, kudos. But you know who's hanging out here hot and strong with me? My co-host, Samantha.
Good evening, everyone.
How are you today, Sammy?
Pretty good.
Yeah? So did you see we had a hater on our video? Somebody went through and gave us a bunch of thumb down.
We had, well, either one person that was very active or like 3 or 4. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what? Love and hate come from the same place.
So maybe we're just doing something right.
So you know what? I'll take it. Yeah. Would you mind pulling up Coin Paprika? We can go ahead and take a look at these cryptocurrency markets together, see what we got going on, see what kind of green we're looking at, see if any of these altcoins are making any profit, right? That seems to be the thing lately, is that like you want to be in Bitcoin because the altcoins aren't moving, but now with the volatility in Bitcoin, okay.
Sorry, cat.
All right, let's see. What do we got here? Wow, look at that market cap of 7.5%, coming in at $346 billion. Overall, BTC dominance coming at 63.28%. And Bitcoin right now, $12,434. That's up 9.4%. Taking a 24.8% gain for the week still. Ethereum back over 300. Green all across the board here, it looks like. I mean, we knew that yesterday was probably the time to be buying in. If you were sitting on the sidelines, you got to be buying the dips if this is how it's going to be happening. Not that I'm giving financial advice. All right, so let's keep going here. 41.8 cents on some XRP. That's up 1.3%. We got BitCash, $436, up 3.5%. We got Litecoin, $119. They got a little ways to go. Let's see that stuff pump before that happening. That's up 3.4%. We got EOS, $6.17. Didn't drop down to your 550, Samantha.
Right.
That's up 4%, 3.99. We got BNB token, 34.44. And that's up 2.29%. Bitcoin Satoshi's Vision, 213. Tether at almost $1. Cardano at 8.8 cents. And Tron at 3.3 cents. Cryptocurrency markets have come a long way. Still got a long way to go. All right, let's pull up the backyard. Let's pop out the chat. Hey, there's my buddy Paru Low. Man, TGIF, I am glad you could make it out here. Because you know what? Me, you, and Samantha all sitting out here talking about Bitcoin, spreading awareness. It means we're not crazy, right? There's somebody else out here with us.
Right.
Got that mixed drink tonight, relaxing a little bit. You got your mixed drink over there, Sammy. Don't forget to swizzle it around a bit.
Okay.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about some of the news that's not price related. See if we can spark some conversation. Of course, anything you want to talk about, go ahead, put in the chat, hit the thumbs up, let Samantha know that you're here. Don't hang out, don't lurk in the dark, right? That doesn't do any good. We got Binance, right? I mean, we all kind of got to be out of there by September, right? Because now they're going to be shutting off to U.S. citizens.
Yeah.
But they're looking at wanting to run a Libra node. And we talked about this on the channel briefly, talking about how maybe Libra coin could have some good things, especially if we were to start integrating them into our standard cryptocurrency markets, because then you could possibly have better on and off ramp avenues using Libra coin to be able to pay your bills, or, you know, because the on and off ramp avenues with the banks have been trouble, right? We've seen people's bank accounts closed down for having dealings with Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. So if Libra were to willingly want to become part of the modern day cryptocurrency exchanges, then why would they take away your account, right?
Yeah.
If you were to go from Bitcoin into Libra coin and be able to use Libra coin to go ahead and pay your electricity, right?
Yeah.
So this could be a good thing. We're also looking at Shapeshift wanting to go ahead and saying that they want to get in and start supporting this. Of course, I still have my doubts about Libra coin actually making it out to market. I just want to wait and see, right? It doesn't do any good to sit around speculating on top of speculation about what the speculators are speculating. you just gotta wait. You gotta see what happens. Hope for the best, prepare for the worst. You guys know how I usually live. You guys got any thoughts on this? Anything you guys are thinking about whether or not, the regular cryptocurrency market should be merging with Libra coin? If you think Libra coin is going to make it out here to the public, or if you think that these governments are just going to shut this stuff down because they realize there's going to be competition for the banks. And we've seen the governments come to the banks backing, right?
Yeah. Probably this is crypto roller coaster.
For sure. I mean, time in the market, right? That's what it's all about. Because I know I couldn't have timed any of these dips. I would have had to quit all my jobs and, stay at home and be staring at the screen and setting alarms in case I nodded off. And
right. Yeah.
All right, so the next bit of news I got out here, talking about Coinbase. Coinbase went ahead, they released a report today talking about cryptocurrency being on the rise here in the United States. That's good, right? I showed you guys with that fiat leak that a majority of cryptocurrency transactions are taking place in the United States, which is also good, right? But we're looking at, they're talking about U.S., not only the population, but U.S. legislators also becoming a major part of this. Then they go on and talk about a survey that they did, not only with their, Coinbase, but also other surveys put together. And when they went around and they asked, do you know what Bitcoin is? 58% of Americans in the survey said that they had heard of Bitcoin. So that's good. But when given a list of several different cryptocurrencies, like, Ethereum, XRP, Monero, if they had ever heard of any of these, only 37% of them said that they have, heard of Bitcoin. So, I don't know. I mean, I guess it gets confusing. Usually when you say magical internet money, everyone starts thinking about Bitcoin. But I do know it does seem like, it is 1 out of 2 people have heard of Bitcoin. Right. And they may not know what it is. They may not care about it, but they know that the existence of it is out there in the world, that there is this magical internet money that, probably drug dealers or goes up and down wild in value or whatever they may think about it.
Yes, I'm sure, funding terrorism or something.
So the last little bit that they had, though, is talking about how 70% of the United States, the states, 70% of the states have enacted some sort of regulation on crypto or with crypto, Wyoming being one of the most positive. So,
okay, so 70% has said they know. No, 50-something percent has said they know.
Right.
30-something percent knew more than just
Bitcoin.
Word.
Right. Magical internet money. But what I do see here is that with 70% of the states enacting regulation, it is that by the time that the rest of the world wakes up, or the rest of the Americans wake up to what's happening, regulation will be here and in place. And hopefully it won't be as strict it is. As my friend Paul Rouleau here knows, in New York, you can't do anything. So
yes, it is on the opposite. It is very regulated already. It like no one. Or this is, I have never known government regulators to make the right choices.
I know they're talking about on the first here in Florida that 100 new laws are going to come on the books.
Of course, that's how.
On everything from vaping to budget.
Right. Is it or is it not public smoking or yes and not? Andy Anderson is here now. He says big hellos. Hello.
Andy, thanks for coming on, my man. I appreciate it. It means a lot to us to know that we're And I'm doing something out here. Now we're not just
Cool
wasting our
people.
time on the
Yay.
internet. Yeah, right. Now we're a party. Oh, chicken fight.
Chicken fight.
All right. So should I dig into the last little bit of story I got here?
Yeah.
Of course, if there's anything you guys want to talk about, anything you got going on in the cryptocurrency space, please put it in the chat. Let us know about it. That's why Samantha's main purpose here is to go ahead and bring your guys' voice to life here on the show. Ask questions is part of what we got going on here. Is to let you guys know who I am, because I do offer a free help desk service at eugeneforrest20@gmail.com. You can also get a hold of me via my Twitter. That's a great way. There's links down below to all the different social media platforms that I post to. Coming and following me on the other social media platforms is definitely going to help keep you in the loop with the channel and what's going on, because like I've said before, we are only one strike away from losing our YouTube channel. So we got Edward Snowden. You guys know who he is?
Yeah.
All right. Well, he spoke at Bitcoin conference, the one just here recently, 2019. Couple different things he said that were in the article that I kind of thought were worth bringing up here. Well, first off, everybody, he did say that he used cryptocurrency to go ahead to pay for services, to go ahead and leak all of that data that he used. So, I mean, we kind of expected that one. We do know that if you're doing illegal things on the internet, cryptocurrency is the #1 means of payment. But hey, criminals use dollar bills too. And then the next thing is that he was saying, and the better part of all of this is he was saying that it gives people back the power that the governments have taken away from us. And that's usually where my stance is on these things, is that, with this peer-to-peer digital currency and eliminating the third party and the censorship that can happen, not only via your bank, but your country and the SWIFT system, right? And other countries threatening you via sanctions. So eventually everyone's going to wake up to this. Eventually everyone's going to understand that, we are being controlled through our money, and our money really isn't backed by anything besides the debt of these countries, and it's just paper that we're printing off. I think millennials have supposedly seen this more than the rest of us, because they're not falling into these ways, right? They're willing to accept cryptocurrency. They're willing to accept other things as having value.
Yeah.
What do we got going on over there, Samantha?
Andy Anderson says, buying more BTC under 10K, otherwise I'm good.
I know it's a love and hate relationship. You want that price to go up, but as soon as it starts going up, you start thinking that I don't have enough.
You never have enough.
Nope, there's no such thing as enough.
No. Human nature. We're hoarders, man.
Well, that was all I had for news. That covered all 3 articles covering Binance and Shapeshift wanting to get on with Libra Coin, Coinbase talking about United States, really coming up with awareness, and Edward Snowden out there talking positively about cryptocurrency and talking about the same messages that we're always talking about, is that using cryptocurrency is how you fight in the revolution now. It isn't quite like things used to be, where you just have to go out in the street, right, and riot and protest and get maced and have hoses turned on you and all those things.
Trees or whatever.
Right, hunger strikes.
Yeah.
You just have to go to Gemini or Coinbase or some apps or a Bitcoin ATM. I mean, there's so many on and off ramp avenues now that all you have to do is somehow turn your fiat cash into Bitcoin, and you're partaking in the revolution. Then from there, you can go further. You can run a node. You can get out here and make a YouTube channel like I am. You can get on Twitter and talk about it. You could start accepting it as a merchant. You can start buying extra Bitcoin and paying for stuff in it. You can go ahead and mine. I mean, there's endless possibilities on how you can facilitate yourself with the Bitcoin network, not only to help the Bitcoin network, but also to become profitable for yourself.
It's a win-win.
Bitcoin is designed to be a win-win. It's not designed for anybody to get one up on anybody else.
Right.
it's accountability. You know, instead of living in a debt-based system on how much money you think you can make in the future over the next 30 years while you pay off your mortgage, it's a system that encourages saving.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, no one's talking in the chat. We have
A while, probably.
12 minutes.
Ooh, you guys, if you guys don't have anything to talk about, we'll have to probably cut this episode down a little bit. I don't know if I ran through that news too quick or what happened, but I don't know if I got another 12 more minutes in me of just rambling on about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. I mean, you know, I can always get started on a rant if you can get me going. But besides that, I mean, I'm happy that the price has been volatile. It feels good. It feels like an injection of life back into it. Hopefully this volatility is going to be enough to get people noticing it again, right? People always seem to notice Bitcoin when it shot up. Well, I mean, if we just keep shooting up, then what happens? We come crashing down. If we go up and down, the volatility there is enough to not shoot way up there, but enough where people will start noticing and the price still continue to stay low. That's a win-win as far as I'm concerned. If we can start getting people realizing this and the price be under 20,000 again, instead of people hopping in at the hype of it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's like how there's lottos, you know, every Wednesday and Friday or whatever. But the only time anybody cares is when they start saying $255 billion like jackpot.
I mean, the green-eyed monster of greed gets to everybody. I mean, it's kind of undeniable, and you're stupid if you're just going to get out here and say that a lot of people aren't into Bitcoin because they think that they're going to make money or they're going to get rich. It's just, what are your realistic expectations? Are you looking to Lambo overnight? Because I don't think that's happening. I don't believe that's happening. But I do believe personally that right now, Mr. Eugene Forrest, you know, barely making 30,000 a year or something, I think I can have a nice retirement at 50 where I could be looking at like $1 million, hopefully, if I continue to stack Bitcoin away and the price continues to do what it's doing. And that's at higher highs and higher lows.
All right. You now have 11 minutes. So just Eugene.
Well, I appreciate you guys coming out here and hanging out with me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. You guys know that I believe that the main thing about getting out here is just talking about Bitcoin, right? That's why I've been trying to get out here every single day to just keep talking about it, because the more we talk about it, the more we spread awareness, the more people are going to be like, why are they still always talking about Bitcoin over there? Well, come on over and we'll tell you all about it. We'll tell you why it's better than the dollar bill. Bitcoin did a lot for me. Bitcoin did a lot for my family. I just want to give back to Bitcoin. That's why I provide the free help desk at eugeneforrest20@gmail.com. You can also hit me up on the Twitter. That's a great way. Like I said, there's Facebook and all the tribes. That's been going pretty well over there. No more links down below. You guys know about the ban. I still have some donational addresses, but we have to thank Vention and Bitcoin Ben for their super chats that we should be getting around the 21st of this month.
Yeah.
Or of July.
Yes, of July.
We'll be looking at a new microphone then. I can't wait. That's going to be exciting to be able to up the sound quality. So if you're one of those people that's complaining and saying that, you know, I sound like I'm in the bottom of a bucket, well, you don't know what I sound like because my voice isn't that great to begin with. But we're doing something about it, so please stop complaining.
Paul says we will be rewarded for being early adopters. And Andy Anderson says, when I get to Florida, I'll stop in and say hi. Yay!
Awesome. Yes, please, buddy. We'll get together. We'll have lunch. We'll do dinner. We'll do drinks. We'll do something. All right, my man. I love hanging out with people, especially from the show. I've tried to get together with a few different people a couple times now. I look forward to it. You know, I don't actually get out to Bitcoin meetups. I don't usually meet a lot of people in real life. I do keep a lot of this to the internet, but I am down for those things. That's why I always say, hey, if you guys want to go to the Electric Daisy Carnival with us, Paul Rouleau looking at you. It's still a ways away. we can still plan a vacation. You can still get tickets. You can still come and join us and get out there. You don't have to do any of the Bitcoin stuff. You can just come have a good time. Besides that, always looking for help around here, thumbnails, flyers, timestamps, anything you could think of. I mean, we're a non-for-profit organization, so I don't have any money to pay you because every penny goes back into the channel here to be able to continue spreading Bitcoin awareness. That's one of the biggest things and the only thing we actually care about around here.
Paula says people love Bitcoin. Long live Bitcoin and coffee. And Andy Anderson says that he'll buy. Oh, what?
What? You better watch out with Sammy over there. All right, you guys.
Free food, buddy. Yeah.
You guys go out there. Have a great Friday night. Remember, stay safe, right? There's a lot of messed up stuff every time I look at the news, and I want to know that my friends are safe. So you guys go out there. You have a great night. You take care of each other. Most importantly, remember to keep that BTC safe. Later.
Bye, guys.